Brother, Yelena was talking to you. Stop focusing on the little potato stuff. If the girl's not in the picture, that's fine. You got a deadline coming up? Let it go. Focus on the big potato stuff. Be the best man you can be. Eat healthy, drink water, lift heavy weights. Be there for the people around you. Leave the world a better place than you found it. That's the big potato stuff, brother. Do it.
This is the Hollywood Unsaid podcast.
Hey,
You're listening to Just Manny.
and Emmanuel.
And Rambo.
That was my biggest takeaway from that whole movie.
Big potatoes.
Yeah, I think she was talking. I felt like she was talking to me. I was like, damn. Sometimes I be focusing on some little ass potato shit. I don't need no hash browns. I need a shepherd's pie. You know what I mean?
I don't like shepherd's pie, but I do get what you mean.
Shepherd's
Sickening.
pie is so good.
I don't like it. Ugh. I honestly don't like a lot of pies. If it's not pumpkin,
What's there to not like about shepherd's pie?
everything.
All the parts are good. The ground beef,
Yeah.
good. Individual, stands alone. Could be put in a lot of things across a lot of cultures. The potatoes. I mean, it's mashed potatoes. What are we talking about? It could be mixed. It could be
I
not.
guess because I'm a texture kind of guy. I don't like the texture of it. The hard, the soft, the hot, the like the kind of like the slimy, but not slimy. The what is it? What is
The
it? What would you
mush.
consider
Gooey.
the mushy gooey? Yeah, I don't like all that. I don't know. I'm not one of those who like separates my foods, but I definitely don't like eating multiple foods mashed up into one unless it's like rice and beans, you know? Well, maybe some chicken in it, but that's it.
What say you about sancocho?
Listen, as long as it has potatoes in it, I'm good.
As long as there's a whole chunk of potato.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, I love sancocho. I'm just saying, like shepherd's pie, I'm not a fan of. Like a sancocho, you're getting liquidy, mushy. If you put rice, stuff like that. I know what's coming. But with a shepherd's pie, it's like a mix of everything. Any bite can be everything.
Or
He's like,
anything, or
I like
nothing at all.
soups. He's like, I like soups, but I don't like porridge.
Yeah, you get it.
You do have to draw the line somewhere.
So it's funny. Drawing the line. Do you think Yelena and Punisher drew the line when it came to like dealing with Hulk? they're like, they're like, this is small potatoes. You're big potatoes. I'm gonna go. I forgot what he even said. I'm gonna go do this. You just don't want to fight the Hulk. They really like they drew that line. I'm like, no. We're here to help, but we
Are you,
ain't helping.
are you saying that because you're trying to avoid fighting the Hulk? Maybe.
Right. So this is what I was gonna say. This was gonna be my cold open. So during that scene, I watched the movie with my son, and like during that scene when like the Hulk is just thrashing that whole building, my son like peers over to me and like gets my attention. I'm like, what? And he's like, I think I'm stronger than the Hulk.
I believe it.
That's so fire.
Bro, oh my god, this like 11-foot being is destroying an entire building, and I thought he was gonna tell me he needed to use the bathroom or something. No,
Yeah.
he
So
wanted me to be aware. I
That
think I'm
kid is
stronger than
so your
Hulk.
son.
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know if Bambo's aware or if he just felt it instinctively. I saw something that said the Hulk hasn't won a 1v1 fight in like 15 years.
More.
So if it's
Since
Bambo against the Hulk, I like my chances on
Oh
Bambo.
yeah.
He,
true.
the Hulk
No,
hasn't won a 1v1.
he won against Thor. Well, I
He
guess he
beat Thor.
That was
there was
rigged.
with the trigger thing. I guess it makes it not a 1v1.
Hmm.
Dang. Hmm.
It's messed up. They need to put some respect on Hulk for sure. But I think Bambo just instinctively knew. He's like,
Is is this the result of talking a lot of game and not being able to back it up? Because when he met Thanos, this basically started this whole streak of
He beat Loki 1-on-1.
yeah. So did everybody in the Avengers.
I'm trying to think who have we seen the Hulk fight. Dang.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was very impressed with how Spider-Man held his own with Hulk. You know, I think there was a few times where like Hulk actually hit him, and you just see like Spider-Man like not really like too phased from it. Like, yeah, he's afraid that like Hulk is a hell of a powerhouse, but the entire time like he was dodging, he was actually like holding on to like hits. He even gave him a few good licks.
Yeah, what are we even talking about? He beat Spider-Man.
Yeah, he beat Spider-Man.
I felt like that ended as a draw when he's like, "Come on, I'm your friend."
He was gonna kill him. He was literally
No.
gonna kill him.
Technically, yeah, he was gonna kill him. The only thing that saved him was that by like in the comics, which I thought they were gonna do, but I guess they did like kind of like a subtle way. Hulk is the only one who remembers Peter after everyone's like memory of Peter got wiped in the comics. The only one who remembered him was Hulk, and Hulk was like Peter's friend. So like when he says that, like they could have like maybe adapted it a little bit better, but that's probably the reason why he stopped trying to kill Peter in that moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like when did they ever meet, but I'm guessing at Tony Stark's funeral. The Hulk is like bandaged up in the suit, but he's in Hulk form, and then Peter is there. Like
Yeah,
so Bruce Banner never met Spider-Man or Peter, and then the Hulk only met Peter.
Yeah, but you also got to remember the whole world knew who Peter Parker was after it got announced.
Correct, but he was probably in Bruce Banner form at that point, which is why. So the Hulk, it might have not worked on the Hulk, is what I'm thinking.
Like yeah. Like the whole like in the timeline from when like I was trying to like watch the movies and kind of see like judge of where they are. Hulk is already being controlled by Banner by the time Doctor Strange does the whole thing, the magic whatever that already happens before. And also that's one thing about the movie that I don't know if I'm like like if they kind of like said it or not, but I was kind of confused with the time because like how the movie like starts. By the way, huge spoilers again, just in case if you haven't watched.
We should probably So spoiler alert: we're about to talk and review the Spider-Man Brand New Day movie.
Yeah, because I've been waiting for this. And let's first, I'm just gonna say I think a 10 out of 10. Rambo, Lito,
Like 8.1 ish.
I respect that.
I'm going closer to a 7.5. Yeah, and there's things I loved about it, but there's just so much that I have like beef with about things that could have been done differently, and I'll try to sprinkle it in like as we have this conversation. But one thing that I didn't like that like you just brought up is the timeline. They went over 4 years of timeline in that first little span. Like they went from their freshman year at MIT to graduating MIT, brother. That's just so much.
Yeah, I mean, so that's one thing I was gonna say is that like yeah, they definitely graduated very quickly, and from like there's a few times where like they were talking about Peter like, oh, I miss you guys or whatever. Like some of the I forgot what scene it was, but like there was like a scene where it just didn't make sense because it's like they would have had to have 4 years pass already. You're in the fifth year, but then you're talking about something that happened like I think damn, I'm trying to remember who was it that they talked about that basically the spell only happened just like a year ago. I don't know if they were like kind of explaining as a flashback or something, but there was like the timeline issue was kind of like getting me there.
Spider-Man No Way Home came out in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
It's been 5 years, so it's basic. It's all in real time. Like,
so you think it caught up to real time?
Yeah. So the time that elapsed for them is the same that it was for us. So that's not a gripe for me.
That is right. No, yeah. You're right. Because I forgot they were operating on a different timeline or like
And this was
time of
all
the
after
year.
the snap. This was all after the snap. So those 5 years that passed, like, are before it. So like the 5 years that have actually passed.
Ah, okay. All right. Well,
Interesting.
that was one of my complaints, and then
Yeah, 2021.
okay. Good, James. Good, James. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I think other than that, I really liked everything. I know some people didn't really like how Jean Grey was or how she portrayed. For me, I really liked how she was. I liked that she was a villain. I liked that she technically, looked like this whole badass. She was doing a whole bunch of fucked up shit. People forget in the comics before Professor Xavier got involved, she couldn't control her powers. So like she was like a walking time bomb. So like I like that this is a little bit more grounded where it's just her powers that like, she's trying to learn how to use it. And I mean like mind you, this is the very like minimum of Jean Grey we're noticing as she can only like, body hop from people, which I thought was an amazing idea that like her powers are not just going to be full blown going out of whack in the beginning. They're kind of showing how like she's trying to control it, and then as like her emotions go on, it like triggers, which to me was the great parallel when it came to Peter, because
Mm.
Peter was also going through something, and like that's one thing I like about the movie in general is that this is a very authentic Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man has always been known to go through, his best friends being enemies, somebody who honestly gets the short stick in life and just continues to push on. And with great power comes great responsibility. Like that's something like he embodies, and I think this was one thing that it was very good shown how emotionally as Peter Parker, he's pretty lonely. He and as Spider-Man, like yeah, he loves that everybody like appreciates that they're helping him or whatever. But at the end of the day, like his social life is not as extent because he's always working. His body, like you could see, like even in the parts where he's just Peter, you see him have cuts, you see him like healing from things. That's just him being Spider-Man dealing with the normal. And at the end of the day, like I understand why he like in the last movie he wanted to make everybody forget to protect the people that he loved. But like at the end of the day, it's like it's such a hard balance that I think they showed what are the parallels of somebody being loved, somebody once being loved, and then also showing how like you can't force people to love you, and at the same time like you never know what's gonna happen in the future. And I think like the movie did a very good blend of showing who Spider-Man and Peter Parker are. So especially when that climax part when Spider-Man figures out that who he really is gonna be, it's like a natural thing of like people when they're going through hard times that they the best way to go through hard times is literally go in through yourself and be able to push through with whatever you're dealing with. You know, fundamentally, that's what every superhero goes through is being like doubted of what they're able to do and for them to continue pushing on. So I think it did a great job. Rambo, any take?
Mhm. All right. I like the movie. I like the movie a lot. Like it's good. I don't think it's better than No Way Home, and I don't think it's better than Homecoming. Um, but like they're all like pretty consistent in terms of quality. Like they're all very good. Um, I did like. I think the Punisher was great in this. I did like the Hulk. Yelena Belova is great in the movie. Like it does a lot of world building, which is cool, but I think like it kind of like is to the movie's detriment as well. So like it can't really like, and I say that after saying like I really like No Way Home. Like they can't really stand alone, but like No Way Home was kind of like the icing on the cake. It's just like, oh, did you like you like this Spider-Man, you like that Spider-Man? This is how we include all of them and like a proper send off or whatever reintegration into like everything with the multiverse. Um, Jean Grey, bruh, dark. Like I was like, damn. Like literally, I see it like with this being like the first time we see an X-Men like in the MCU besides like in a post-credit scene. Um, I see why they're gonna be scared of mutants. Like in the X-Men shows and in the former movies, like it's like, oh damn, like they really are the good guys. But like with this, like if this is the first introduction and it's just like, yo, yeah, people are a problem. Like, yeah, they're definitely gonna go after these people. I do definitely see like when they do introduce like Charles Xavier, like him teaching her how to use her powers, especially after she got like this power up after like finding out that her sister died and everything. Like and realizing not only is she a telepath, but she's also telekinetic. Um, he's gonna teach her how to use her powers, but I think he's gonna definitely like dampen her mind, like so she's not this psychotic at like and I don't know if she has the Phoenix Force in her yet, but or if they're even gonna follow that. Like after doing it twice, I don't think we need to see it done a third time, you know?
Well, this is
Um
going to be done correctly.
I don't know if it's worth doing is my thing. Like I've been watching like not to get off topic. I've been watching X-Men 97 like and when we were younger, I loved Apocalypse. And like now that I'm older, I'm like you're not interesting. Like you look cool but you're not interesting and that's how I feel about the Phoenix Force. Like on paper sounds like a good idea but like every time we've tried it, it just sucks. Like I'm good. Like, and if they do it, it's probably not going to be for a long time. I'm saying like a decade. Like it's 2026. We're probably going to see it till 2036 at the
And,
earliest.
Damn.
and so things I like about the intro of Jean Grey, and then things I don't like, because the Phoenix Force ties into the things I don't like. Things I do like is that I remember watching the cartoons growing up. Professor X ran the school, and the students were like high school to college age. So we're gonna get to see the evolution of the Jean Greys, the Cyclops, and things like that. I think that's pretty cool.
See what you did there. X-Men Evolution.
So I think it's really cool that we're gonna see that. But if they're gonna do it, I feel like they should have done Phoenix Force in this because I'm over here like, why is Hulk like taking such a big role in this movie? And it's because that was the fight scene. Like fighting the boss in this movie was actually Spider-Man fighting the Hulk. And then we go kind of into this lull when he interacts with Jean Grey, where options that I would have liked is let Jean Grey kind of unleash and go into Phoenix Force like out of control and take like everyone involved to take her down, or let Spider-Man turn into what is it, Man Spider, where he becomes like mostly Spider and he's going crazy, and then we have more reason for Punisher to shoot him. You know what I mean? And now I'm just saying that taking it either of those ways gives us a more climactic ending than he fought Hulk, he talked him down, the sun's getting real low, and then he goes and have this conversation with Jean Grey. So I'm like, I would have liked a more explosive ending.
So
I see what you mean. But yeah, like especially with like the Hulk, yeah, I guess that is like it's literally like the money shot in the trailer. So that's what got people in it got bums in seats.
see that was my thing that I was trying to remember exactly what pissed me off about it, and I think it's the same thing that I've been complaining about almost in every Marvel movie that comes out. They show too much of the trailers. I would have definitely loved to see, to like just see a glance of Hulk and make me think of like maybe it's somebody else or like somebody other big. But like the fact that we knew it was it, and then like the whole trailer scene of fighting Hulk is actually the majority. Like it's at least 80% of that fight scene, and so like that's my biggest problem with Marvel and their choosing of their trailers. I feel like they just give too much. And this was like normally I put myself on a rule that I don't watch more than the first trailer for this reason. But like it's Spider Man, I'm like really invested. So one thing I wanted to pick up. I know you guys are saying how like No Way Home was better, but this is something that what makes me love this movie a little bit more is the fact that like the costume is a mix of all three Spider-Mans
Mhm.
mixed in because he met these people. Another thing about the movie, I love the fighting because if you played the Spider-Man games, it's exactly the moves, it's the swinging and everything. Tom Holland already, I think, is one of the best Spider-Man who's authentically as a Peter Parker that we would expect. He's a young-looking kid, even though he's older. He definitely knows how to act, so like you can feel the emotions and everything. And I think he kind of like plays the young adult very well, even though technically, like we all know a lot about like Spider-Man. Everyone has an idea of like either from the cartoon shows or the movies, but I feel like he brings like a special taste into it. And I think like this movie, that's why I say like it's a 10 out of 10, because like even in the parts with Jean Grey, right? every every character that was in this movie, I didn't feel like they just randomly chose and they just threw in. I feel like these are naturally people who, if you play the games, you watched like TV shows, you've seen animated movies or whatever, you kind of know that like one Hulk and Spider Man have a friendship. Spider Man and the Punisher naturally have a friendship. Of all the X Men, the one he actually gets along with the best is Jean Grey. So like they kept it very authentic to like the fans and like the people who like the nerdy ones like me who know like a little bit too much information. Um, like this is like I think they really relied on a lot of the characters actually doing their jobs as of like how they are in the comic books to extend and expand the story of what's going on. So like for me, like seeing Jean Grey, how we're all saying it's like, as like this villain or whatever, I think it's great because in reality, it's like, yes, people need to realize that the Avengers in comic books are afraid of the X Men. There's only a few X Men that they actually work with, which is Wolverine, who's somebody who in the story has been like with Cap, Spider. He's been with everybody, so he's naturally known. And like Xavier has always been the spokesperson, but like a lot of people don't fuck with Cyclops, a lot of people don't fuck with the natural X-men's because they're all aware that their weakest X-men, who could be Jubilee, can still like cap a whole bunch of people if they really wanted to. And I think that's one thing that's gonna be really cool, especially with like the future so-called plans that are coming from Marvel with like X-Men taking the forefront of the next phase, and basically us getting to see live action versions of them. I think this is a perfect way to be like, look, we can fear them, but we can also hope for them. And I think Marvel has a very good job of hoping for characters. And I think that the X-Men is probably one of the biggest challenges in cinema, since we've seen how like Sony has handled it, and like just in general, live actions don't really work. But as of right now, I do think Marvel has a good plan, and I think that the future for X-Men is going to be really good. I've also seen some plans of how the movie should have gone. It was a completely different movie. I would have really liked to hear that, but I do like what we got. Lito, any says?
Yeah,
You
I
looking like you
think
want to question?
yeah, I mean, it's just like um I agree with Tom Holland being like a great Spider-Man, and they did like a lot of things that like make him the new kind of Toby. Like in uh in No Way Home, Toby talks about like, oh, I make my webs internally, and they're like, damn, he's the real Spider-Man. And so now he makes it internally, so now he's the real Spider-Man.
And he
That's a
referenced that too.
Yeah,
that's a
so
cool
Peter
handoff.
too. Peter too did this.
Peter 2 is awesome. I'm
Exactly.
awesome.
And the other thing in No Way Home that Peter 2 did was like, he's like, you guys need to stretch. You guys should really stretch. And then they had like a whole stretching scene. So I guess to bring up something I loved about the movie, those kind of homages. Jai helped me figure out that what happened in Staten Island is the same as what happened for Black Widow and Hawkeye back in Budapest. That we
Oh,
never get to see what happens in
that's
Budapest,
funny.
but they always bring up like, oh, that time in Budapest, that time. So like Staten Island for the Punisher
We
and
do end up
Spider
seeing
Man.
Budapest.
We
We
do.
see
We do.
what happens in Budapest.
Yeah, in the Black Widow movie.
We should
You're
watch
like, if you
that.
didn't watch it, you didn't know.
Yeah, I was like, we should watch that this weekend. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. So I think some of my low rating might be because of how detached I've been from everything after Endgame, because even Yelena, when Ned goes, "Oh, that's Black Widow," I look at Jaya, I'm like, "Babe, what?" And Jaya did watch Black Widow, and she's like, "Yeah, like, bro, like."
You're like, that's not Scarlett Johansson's fine ass.
Yeah.
Hey, even though Yelena's super fine, I would have, brother. You get me in that hot tub, I'm not coming out. The Hulk couldn't even pull me out of there.
Florence Pugh is a beautiful woman. Scarlett Johansson might be the most beautiful woman to ever walk this earth, guys.
True, facts.
Potentially
Ryan
ever.
Reynolds, you lucky bastard.
What? They
He
were
dated
married
her.
like 20 years
No,
ago.
I know, but that's what I'm
She's
saying.
married. She's
But
married to
look
Colin
at-
Jost from SNL.
I know, but look at all the girls that man has gotten, and he's still in the movie. And like, yo, who
Hold
wouldn't want to
on.
be Ryan Reynolds?
If Ryan Reynolds and Colin Yost had Scarlett Johansson, the key is to be funny, guys. Just be
Oh,
funny.
for sure. How do you think I get anything? It ain't the look. Right, but funny,
You like
not funny look.
glass? How about a whole carton of laughs?
Oh, Carton, a
It's
cigarette.
supposed to be funny, not funny looking.
Oh my god.
Boom.
So the movie has already grossed 1.05 billion dollars worldwide. It's the second fastest movie to gross $1 billion behind Avengers Endgame.
Combined, Superman and Supergirl still don't make as much as they already made.
Yeah. So to talk about the money front, kind of absolutely insane. And to talk about the actors who are going to have themselves a year, like the Odyssey grossed nasty. Now you have Spider-Man, and then you're gonna have Doomsday. So that's gonna hit Tom Holland's pockets in a bunch of different ways.
He's not
Come on,
scheduled to
listen.
be in that.
What?
Even though he might be.
I thought it said
He's-
at the end he will return in Doomsday.
It said Spider-Man will return.
And then the end credit scene showed a Spider-Man coming from outer space. So it's probably not Tom Holland.
Yeah, I don't want to start dropping future, but I got some theories on what's gonna happen. But I will get more into that a little bit later. But before I bring that up, I think the next time we see Tom Holland, it's going to be like setting up the torch for the next Spider-Man. I think we're gonna get introduced to Miles. I think so. Like one thing I was gonna bring up is the fact that so Tom Holland's, we're in a new three-peat of his movies, and he already said that he's going to retire Spider-Man, playing Spider-Man after the third movie. So we just finished the second one. We got one more after the whatever Avenger movie he comes in. Everyone's speculating that he's
Secret
coming
Wars.
for Secret Wars, not for Doomsday. So he's got one more movie after that. Elizabeth Olsen also says that she's gonna retire being Scarlet Witch after the Secret Wars. She already confirmed she's coming back. So that's another one. Mark Ruffalo already just agreed Secret Wars will be his last movie being as the Hulk. So like even if we didn't want it, we're getting the reboot no matter what. So I think that this is a perfect time to introduce Miles Morales, especially with the new X-Men being introduced. And I think that they have a perfect opportunity to make Miles Morales either like a mutant or something, or they could play on of like, the whole hybrid of both.
I think so. The way I see it going is like he'll be in Secret Wars and he'll probably get the black suit just like in the Secret Wars comic, and then he'll get his own two movies. The first one with him like having the repercussions of having the black suit and then getting rid of it, and then like the third one will be like him against Venom when Eddie Brock gets the thingy. But after that, I think they will have to reboot it, but then it'll be Sony's by itself. It's no longer going to be the Disney like it won't be Peter Parker. It'll be whoever they decide to do in Sony, and then Disney will be focused on the X-Men because like all the Avengers are retired. They're aging out of that stuff. It's going to be the X-Men moving forward, and they already said that they have all their movies slated till 2042. Like
Yeah.
so,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
Who
that's
does?
how I see it going. And speaking of which, Manny owes me $10.
The movie hasn't started yet. We're still there. We're halfway
No,
there.
all right, Lethal.
Jamie.
What was the bet? That if it's made and it's not with Mahershala Ali, it's $10 to me, right?
As Blade, correct. I guess what
Yes.
Emmanuel's trying to say is that there's still a chance.
Yeah, there's still a chance. You never know.
That was, by the way,
bet-
that was the fastest settled bet I've ever seen in my life. Like, we're
Wait,
talking about a
yeah.
movie that is months out, and then like the next day they're like, "Yeah, no, we ain't doing that."
Yeah, it's fucked. But what I'm saying is that I said it in the video that it was like when the Midnight Suns or the Blade movie come out, whoever's playing Blade, it's going to be Marshall Ali. So I can give you your $10, but if he shows up at Blade, you owe me $10 back.
He's not. It's fine.
Listen,
you keep your
listen.
$10 and I'll
No,
just
no.
take the W.
No. We're still there. Trust me. You'll get the catch up. I'm just saying is that the reason why I still think is because he still signed up to play Blade in the new Marvel game that's still technically coming. They haven't announced anything, but the Blade game that's still in development, he's still the main character. He was the voice of Blade in the Midnight Suns game, and I think there's still a chance. I think they just need to figure it out. And I mean, he was also Blade in Marvel Zombies, which I really hope they're gonna get.
He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, he was.
That
It's
was not
him.
That's not him. That was not him.
I know it was his voice, but that's him. Like they tried, they
It
did
looked
that on
just like
purpose.
him.
They did that on purpose.
I know, because they were planning on him being Blade.
I know,
Like,
so that's what I'm saying is that like I still have hope he's gonna be Blade. So I want my 10 when I give it to you. I want it back when I win this bet.
this guy is so stubborn.
Rebellions
Of
were
course
built
I am.
on hope.
What's up?
Rebellions were built on
Oh
hope.
my god. No, so another have you guys seen the trailer to Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother?
Your mother. You talking about my
So
mother like
it
that?
just dropped this week. It's a movie starring Mahershala Ali. It's basically like Muslim John Wick, and it's the director that was attached to direct Blade. So like it's him as like a devout Muslim who used to be a hitman, and like he's trying to balance
So
like
Blade, but not Blade.
so basically they got together to make Blade and they didn't get it done, so they made this movie. And like so it's like a gung fu, he's got swords. Literally they took everything that Marvel wouldn't do and they made their own movie and like made it like Muslim John Wick. And then another point on that, I don't know if you guys know. I think Manny knows this. I don't know if you know this, Lethal. Like the movie Sinners, like the props that they used were extras from the production of Blade. Like the costume, the set design, like all that stuff, like Ryan Coogler got because they would not like move forward with the project, so he got it and made Sinners with it.
Yeah. I
What
do
the
remember that.
fuck?
All the prop was supposed to be for Blade, and I think what was it? Because Ryan Coogler was supposed to be some part of the Blade movie, and he basically got this deal where he got like all the props super.
Wait,
So
the
basically, when you're
props like
looking at
what? Like what props?
everything, the
Like,
scenery, the clothing, the
yeah,
beard, the almost the entire idea was Blade. So from
Blade was supposed to be a period piece. So like they had all this stuff, the costume, the set design, all that stuff, and then like it wasn't getting like moved. So like Ryan Coogler, who's like in bed with Disney because he's made the Black Panther movies and all that stuff, like he got it and made his own movie with it, like
I do
Sinners.
look really quickly. I do remember when there was like a plot leak of like supposedly they Blade. So this could be wrong, but from what they were saying is that like yeah, it was gonna be in the time of Sinners. Basically, the who was the main character again that we followed? Pretty Boy?
Smoking Stack.
No, not that. The cousin. What was his name again? The
Sammy.
singer. Sammy. Yeah, Sammy was supposed to be playing like a kid that was being protected by Blade. So Smoke was supposed to be Blade. No, it was supposed to be like one of Blade's best friends, and Blade was gonna be Stack. So while they're like going on or whatever, Blade realize witnesses like the first like vampire like trying to like abduction of a town, and that when he gets in there he doesn't like the kid doesn't realize that he was trapped within like vampires. So Blade is the only one who's supposed to be there. It would have basically been just Blade and this kid fighting all these vampires, and then they said like in the end the kid would have like still turned, and it would have made Blade become like this one like I don't know, this softy but like badass at the same time.
This is what's crazy. Like, can you imagine? Like, have you guys seen what's that vampire movie that ends just like it? From Dusk Till Dawn, like where it's like a like, no.
Quentin Tarantino.
He wrote it, but he didn't direct it. But yeah,
But
From
no, yeah,
Dusk
yeah,
Till Dawn,
that
the
one.
one with
Oh,
Salma Hayek, and then yeah, Quentin Tarantino's in the movie too. He's the brother of George Clooney. Like, bro, so literally the movie ends the same way, where it's like it starts off and then it's just like a bloodbath with vampires in like a barn or a club. Like, can you imagine like that? Like literally Sinners, but like the bloodbath at the end is like Blade. Like,
Blade beating,
Bro.
yeah, that would have been
bro, that's
insane.
crazy to think about.
So it's funny that we're talking about this as being a Marvel project. So when I was talking about earlier with the Spider-Man leak, so apparently the way that the Spider-Man movie was actually supposed to be was that we were gonna see Venom. Tom Hardy's Venom was supposed to finally team up with Peter. Noel would have been the main villain. We would have seen Peter and Venom kind of like team up fighting everybody, but between it, like how Punisher and Spidey were like going back at it, it would have been Venom itself fighting with Peter, and but like saying like, no, I want to be attached to you for like the like they were gonna fight Knowles or whatever. Like they were basically gonna push Null away, and he was gonna be like set up as like a bigger bad later on. But like they technically would have started there, and that the whole point was that they were showing that Venom would start getting interest into Spider-Man, and that's how they were going to move it. But it was going to be a very, if you ever played like if you played Marvel Spider-Man 2, it would have been very much like that, or it would have been like Web Shadows of Spider-Man if you played that one.
I
It
feel
would
like
have been
it's
like
just
that.
like too much, too
That's what they
fast. Like
said.
I think they can build like what I said, like the black suit in Secret Wars, have them
Kevin
fight
Feige.
it off like in the second movie, like and then I don't know, make it be like Eddie Brock in that movie, and then the third one is like introducing Null as like the big bad of like the symbiotes, and like he like, and they've already kind of like sprinkled it in like with Gore the God Butcher, like the sword that he had is like the what's
It's
it called?
Null's sword.
Yeah, the
The
all black or
the
whatever.
Necro Blade.
The
Yeah, the
Necro
all black.
Sword. Is it?
Um,
What's it called?
I think it's
And
both.
and you see, that's the problem. They didn't even wrap up. So going back to things I don't like, they didn't even wrap up. Like we're guessing whether Ned and MJ even remember. And we can pretty strongly believe they do. But
It's both. It's all black, the Necro Sword. So we were
I
both right.
I said
all,
both.
all black the Necro Sword. So we're still guessing if Ned and MJ truly remember. And I have zero time for this in Doomsday and Secret War. You know what I'm saying? We cannot spend
I
5 minutes. We cannot spend 5 minutes. They did like in this movie. They should have wrapped that completely. Where we know they remember, we know they don't. I think we do know they remember, but
I gotta disagree.
Yeah, I
we
disagree
don't
completely.
have 5 minutes for this in in the next movies unless Ned becomes Hobgoblin.
Guess what? They're not going to put it in that movie. They're going to save it for his next movie.
Literally, like that. So that's
That I
one
would
thing.
accept.
I like that. I do like that you're bringing up Hobgoblin because that is definitely one of the reasons why I can firmly believe that Ned does remember Peter at the end. Because like something that a lot of people on like on the internet are pointing out. I wasn't the one who pointed this out, but in Far From Home, the last time they're doing like the handshake. No, not just that. Not
Oh,
the fact that like Ned also was very
But the
fluid and
magic
very
sorcerer.
is
twisty.
huge. That is
Yeah,
huge.
but the thing is that like when they're doing their final like handshake before the spell, there's like a clink of where Ned hits his hand that it causes like a magic thing. People are pointing out that that could have been like shown that how Hobgoblin, because he is like the Goblin, but he has magic powers too. So I think what they're gonna make it do is that he was already like fighting like the magic spell that went in because he's already magic. And from what we learned in the Wanda or whatever, unless you have like certain spells to make it like in a certain way, it can't always hold, especially when it comes to magic users. So I think that what we're gonna find out is either how Ned does become Hobgoblin, which will kind of suck because if you it comes full circle of Far From Home, where he's like, Peter, I'll never come become your villain or whatever, and like fight you.
He said, "I'll never try to kill you." Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Nobody
Yeah,
thought he
I
was going to
just
try to kill him, but
I don't think
if you said it, you kind of got to go do it.
I don't think they'll go the Hobgoblin route. Like their friendship is great, and like no offense to the actor who plays Ned Leeds, like I don't care to see him as a villain. Like he's a very good like comedic relief. And
I
the
gotta
guy
disagree
in
too.
the guy in the chair per se, you know. Like I don't need that, and they already did Green Goblin. Like I don't. He's got such a great rogues gallery. I don't need to see like us like a dupe of the last guy. You know, like
So this is one of the bigger things that the people do complain about is that Tom Holland does not have his actual villain yet. He's fought a lot of people who are not his villains. At the end of the day, Mysterio, Vulture were products of Iron Man and Tony Stark.
mhm.
Then he fought all these other villains who are previous Spider-Mans. He technically doesn't have his own villain. I definitely think Hobgoblin is a better choice than going the Goblin route. But I also think that, like, yeah, he has a huge gallery, but that's one thing I liked about this movie where it showed Tombstone. It showed like Scorpion was more involved, but it showed also the hand, how they even said it like, oh, in the beginning of the movie, they're like, "Oh, Peter beat all of them, but now damage control is using it." Which I also realized, damage control has been a problem from the beginning,
Yeah.
and I just noticed it now.
In what
So
way?
so since you brought well, you finish and then I'll start.
In Far From Home, uh, is it Far From Home?
No, Homecoming. It's the
Homecoming.
first scene of Homecoming.
Yeah, in Homecoming, they're questioning MJ, Ned, Peter. They're questioning everybody, and the whole time they're the ones who had almost everything.
No, that's No Way Home. I'm talking about like the first scene in his first movie when it's the Battle of New York and like the Vulture, like they're cleaning up that Shatari. They're the
Yeah,
ones that come in and like take everything, which is what leads Adrian Toomes, I think is his actual
yeah,
name, to
Adrian
become the
Toomes.
Vulture. Like so they literally started all of it. Like and then they were the bad guys in Wonder Man. What else? What else
Yeah,
are
they were
there?
the bad guys in Wonder Man. They're the bad guys
She
in
Hulk and She
She
Hulk,
Hulk.
She Hulk
She
as
Hulk
well.
was damage control.
Yeah, the
So that's
DODC they've been Miss Marvel. They started chasing like the enhanced individuals. They didn't call them mutants, but like
I forgot.
they've been a problem. They've been a problem the whole time. So
Yeah, so
basically, that could be his villain. And he also just gave them the inhibitor like for all powers. Like so, basically, like I think they're gonna become like the Bolivar Trask from the X-Men. Like he's the one that creates the Sentinels. I think what Peter did in this movie is gonna like create a lot of problems moving forward for a lot of people.
yeah, and so that's another thing of like if they are going with like some of the source material from the comic books, there is like storylines of where Peter it was friends with the X-Men, but then they realized that like he helped people that he didn't like in the same way like with Mysterio in this movie. He helps people with good heart, good intentions, but he realizes some in midway that like they've been lying to him or something. So I definitely think that they are gonna play that whole route with maybe he may not be the like the main reason why he gets Sentinels, but just the technology that probably advances to it is because of Spider-Man. And I know like in the comic books, like a lot of the X-Men don't fuck with Spider-Man because of that reason, because he kind of helped in some type of way.
Also, like the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom, like, and how close like Peter Parker was with him, like that could be a problem as well.
And
Like
one thing I gotta say with the movie of like also touching on that is the fact that like in the beginning when they said right before Endgame came out that Peter was gonna become basically the new Iron Man, They never said how, but I think this would be a perfect way of showing, of kind of like showing of like how they like yeah like how like you learn from the master and you make like the student is kind of like still doing the same thing as the master did.
He creates Ultron 2.0.
You never know.
No man, it's crazy. Well, I guess like the Sentinels could be technically like Ultron 2.0. Like, and he did give them the technology for the power inhibitors for the mutant.
But
Damn,
but
this is actually like really good writing. The more we talk about it,
this is what I'm saying. But this is
and
also my thing.
and real quick, I did love how much he would like. Okay, he had that time alone or whatever, but he was cooking. Like they put that Peter Brain on for like I think I want to say the first time like they showed glimpses of it before, but now he's really cooking up his own robotics, running his own experiments, like really
Yeah.
showing that MIT brain and shit. That's pretty sick.
so two things. Like, first of all, like what we were talking about earlier about him being one of the best Peter Parker. I think he's the. I think he's the
that
best.
that new mic works hella good, brother.
Too good.
Too good.
I think he's the best Peter Parker and the best Spider-Man hands down. Period. Like to me.
That's what I was saying before.
You guys both said one of the best. Like I'm giving him top spot with everything we saw. Like just incredible. And then also like the voice of like Evie, the AI that was talking to him is the voice of Naomi Watts, which was Tom Holland's mom in his first movie ever. Like
Oh wow,
so
I didn't know that.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Like I'm telling you, they cooked. They cooked.
I also do got to drop a little because you said of one of the best like Spider-Mans. We got to give it to one of the original Spider-Mans who recently passed away. Katsushi Murakami. I may be saying his name wrong, but he passed away at the age of 83. He was the original Spider-Man in Japan. He's the one who had a Megazord with him. If you know what Megazords are, you're a fucking gangster. Just remember that. But yeah, RIP to him. So that's why I was getting my
Rest in
drink.
You know,
peace.
like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like every time I log on to like social media every morning,
Somebody's
like,
dying.
but like Japanese like manga artists, like anime directors, like it's got. I don't know if it's all like they're all at that age, you know, and then like obviously Japanese society is different. Like they're all at the exact same age where it's like their life expectancy is like over. Meanwhile, like in America, you can die from anything at any time. So it's like it's always random, like except for Betty
Yeah.
White. Like Betty White lived to like 100, and everyone was expecting it. Like, and not saying that it didn't hurt when she died, but like you know, like it's always random here. But like there, like it could just be like they're all just at that age where it's like, oh, they're dropping. But yeah,
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
RIP. But yeah, man. It's I think Tom Holland is doing a really good job. But one thing I do gotta say, like, Spider-Man, besides I think what, Captain America, he's got a really good run right now. I don't think they've been any bad Spider-Man movies. At least from Tom Holland.
No, none. None.
Yeah.
He's
And
got the
it's
best. He's got the best filmography of any of the heroes.
Yeah, and I think this movie made me more excited for like the new announces that they came out with. I don't know if you guys saw, but they did announce Shang-Chi 2. And it's called Shang-Chi and the Tournament of Champions. The main person I saw that is going to be in the movie was Danny Rand, who played Iron Fist. Jackie Chan. Who else? What's that girl's name from Wednesday? Who played Wednesday recently? What's her name again?
Jamie, would you pull that up?
What's her name?
Jenna
The one
Ortega.
Jenna
Yeah.
Ortega. She got announced being a cast. So basically, Simu Lulu is returning.
Mm-hmm.
Simu Lulu, yeah, he's returning. What's her rap name? His friends. Aquafina's coming back. I think the sister Manga Zhang. I'm sorry if I'm saying all these names wrong. The mother is coming back. Jessica Henwick. These are some of the casts. They could change, but they announced that just recently.
I love me some Jessica Henwick. Put her in everything.
Yes, agreed. But yeah, they've been announcing a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. We talked about how like the X Men. So one thing that I really like and I wanted to bring back up is the fact that you know, for me, I think that like we did definitely see that Ned and MJ are remembering Peter because of that whole scene of when like Jean Grey explodes with the psychic powers.
Mhm.
I don't know if you caught, but like MJ was crying, and I think you have to remember at that moment, MJ is going through Peter's head now. They're going through all the stuff. I think that Jean Grey can like basically feel everybody that was in there, but I think she kind of like started something because she realized that like a lot of people don't have memories of Peter, but they have things that kind of like relate. And when she's grabbing onto, I think it was like a cross, but like she had like some kind of like chain thing.
The Black
It,
Dahlia. It's the
the
necklace
Black
that he
Dahlia.
gave her that broke when they were in Far From Home.
Yeah. So like her remembering that and then remembering like it meant something to her. I think that's definitely something that was good. And I think there's no other character that could have reawakened that memory besides Jean or Xavier. But one thing I always say is that Xavier doesn't access people's minds free willy. Like he's always asking you, especially if
Mhm.
he's in front of you, he's never gonna
Always
just
ask
read
for
you.
consent.
Yeah, he's always asking for consent. Jean Grey, no. She's went, let's go in.
To the whole
um,
city. Okay, so
yeah,
Yeah,
what?
literally.
He's to everybody within a kilometer of the city, and Jaya just looks over at me and goes, "Who uses kilometers?" Yeah, so that was a weird one, but yeah,
That's why it's grossing $1 billion. They're cover they cover the overseas market, bro.
it's a global audience.
Yeah.
speaking of global audience, did you guys hear about the guy who let out a monstrous fart in during the movie, and they had to evacuate the entire theater?
Oh
They said
no.
they called it was a rotten fart, and they had to evacuate the whole movie and then restart it because everyone got out of there. So I could only imagine the person who one you have the strong gas like that, and it's like, hey, let the movie end. There's enough like areas being affected by things we can't control.
I did not hear about that, and
Yeah.
I wish I never did. But
Well, you sure did now.
It's
yeah,
crazy. It wasn't on the front page of my Farters Quarterly newspaper.
Well, there you go.
it's gonna front page next quarters for sure.
And
Uh,
I did also. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go.
I was just gonna say because I'm like I've deep dived. I got like really into what was going on, some deleted scenes, and one thing that kind of bugged me in the end was when um Punisher's bringing in Peter right to the hospital, and like Peter, but the next scene you see him, no outfit, no mask, and it's just the Punisher. Two things: the Punisher is like a wanted fugitive during all this. So it's like, hey, when are we? It's like, when are we gonna say something to like the Punisher of like, yo, what are you doing? You know. And then the second thing, well,
Who's gonna try and take him in is the thing. Like that's what I was thinking. I was just like, oh yeah, he's a wanted fugitive and he's just sitting there. But I was like, who in their right mind's gonna try and like arrest him? Like, did you guys watch
true.
Punisher One Last Kill?
Yeah,
He took on a whole
yeah,
city
yeah,
by himself. Like
yeah,
while like drunk and vomiting. Like he
and
killed like bro.
depressed.
Yeah, and depressed and seeing people. Like, yeah, nobody's who cares? Yeah, he just brought in Spider Man. Like, just let him be.
So one thing that I found that they were saying was the deleted scene was that they had Rosario um,
Awesome.
Dawson replay her character as the girl who always helps, Daredevil. I forgot what they call her.
The night
Um,
nurse.
the night nurse. Yeah. So, but they were gonna put a scene where like she was the one who got Punisher in and like kept the whole confidential for Spider-Man. But like they reported it was like, oh, it would have took the whole like scene and everything away for just like a cameo for somebody that like we can introduce later on at some point. And then like one last thing that I saw that they were like mentioning is that in that the ending part where the kid looks back at Peter and just randomly like Spider Man, they were saying that that was actually Mary Jane like saying bye to him.
Wait, Mary
Um,
Jane.
I mean, not Mary Jane. Sorry, Jean
Miguel
Grey.
Morales.
Jean Grey.
Oh,
Oh, that they were saying that was Jean Grey that like hopped in and then like said bye or whatever. And like they were trying to like kind of show how like her power kind of like already expanded in the time that like because they were saying that the main reason why Peter even survived was because of the fact that like she was breathing into him to
mhm.
like as they were like trying to save him, that she was basically like with him the entire time so that way he can actually breathe and stuff like that. But
That brings up the next thing that I didn't love. So answer
what?
this question honestly for me.
Okay.
Did you feel anything when Peter got shot?
I thought
Always.
he was dead.
Yeah,
I
I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead.
He
Yeah, no, I literally thought he was dead. And then
they
like it makes it cheaper since he didn't die because I was like, oh damn. Like literally you see him sitting in a pool of his own blood. I guess I get that Jean Grey like did some shit to like make sure he didn't die, but it's just like I don't like when they do this stuff, bro. I
No,
like
yeah, no. I definitely think they should let him die, but I did think he died. And at the same time, if you noticed, he was doing exactly what Aunt May was doing when she died. She right away was like, "Peter, are you okay?" And he even
mhm.
told Jean, you're gonna be okay. Like, leave. You're gonna be okay. Go." It's exactly what May was telling him when she was dying. So, like in reality, I thought she was gonna be dead when they went to the whole when Punisher's taking him to the hospital. I was like, oh my god, he's dead. I'm like, oh my god, they're actually gonna do this. That they're gonna kill him, and then like we're gonna see Frank bury him, and then that's when and then the next time he comes out is Secret Wars with a black suit. That's what I thought they were gonna do.
So I like the writing of that. I didn't realize the Aunt May dying connection, but I'll tell you what, when I saw that shot go through, I'm like, okay.
I feel like
Like
this movie.
I didn't feel like the stakes were there at all with him getting shot.
Mm,
Nah, because honestly, so that's my thing about like also why I think Punisher did such a great job in the movie. Punisher is that guy. Like, yes, he's an animal. He doesn't really care about killing villains and like people who are doing crimes. But when it comes to like kids, and like he already knows that Peter is a younger person, like you can see the emotion. Like even they even said it. This is the first time you see Punisher cry for anybody. He he's killed a lot of people, but he's also trying to save a lot of people. And like Peter's the only one who does it. And I think that was one thing that made it like very believable. It was like when he shot him, you can tell how like the Punisher was like completely regretting everything that happened. And even when like they're having that conversation, I still thought, I was like, oh my god, at any point this could just end so badly. He could just get shot again or something. you know
I don't know. I think like with this, like it can change like the way the Punisher moves moving forward because it's just like I understand that he's like shoot first, ask questions later for the most part, but like yeah, he only kills bad guys, and it's like Jean Grey was like she was controlling people, but like she didn't. We didn't see her kill anybody. She had that one dude jump in front of a car, but like that was kind of it. And it's just like if that's Punisher level of punishment, like it's kind of crazy.
And
Yeah,
if anything, she was like similar to the Punisher in the sense that she was just looking for her family. She was just looking for vengeance for her family. She was a girl looking for
Hmm.
her sister. Like, if anyone
I
can
mean,
resonate with that, it's the Punisher.
Yeah, but
I
he
and I
it's
think
broken.
and that's one thing I love about the cast in this movie is that everybody in that movie who is like a hero or villain had something of their family stripped away from them, and they were all dealing with it in their own type of ways. And it
Hmm.
basically showed that at the end of the day, like no matter what happens, we all share a similar kind of pain. It may not be the exact same pain, but at least we what we share is the understanding of being hurt. And I think that's one thing that the movie showed very well with all these characters and like playing onto their own themes. And I think this is one thing about this movie. This Spider-Man movie is the Iceman Drake album for all of us. For the ones who didn't like Iceman in the beginning, watch it one more time. You'll start liking it more because of the things that you start catching on, especially after this. Like for me, I've already seen it twice, and I'm gonna see it 3 times. I
It's
have
opening,
already, huh?
it's opening on IMAX this weekend. Like so it's no longer going to be only the Odyssey on IMAX. So
Why do
anybody,
you why do you
Dude,
think I sent him the up there?
how crazy is that? We looked, and when we were looking, everything was like standard, and they did have Screen X, which is kind of sick. We didn't watch it in Screen X, but that was a cool option. But you couldn't find IMAX anywhere because this motherfucker still has it locked down. That's dirty, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
but
best movie of the decade, but that's dirty.
and it all and Spider-Man still grossed $1 billion already. So it's like it's not like it needed it. So
I mean,
and
and
now
it's the
that it's
same
going to get it, it's
cast.
probably going to get like another bump.
It's literally same but different.
You know. No, well, that wasn't in my bingo cards. Manny shouting out Iceman, but I'm
Yeah,
here for it.
you wanna
For
get
You
real.
you keep your $10.
you wanna get one.
We're
Tell him,
even
Spider
now.
Man.
No, so going back to that Punisher scene where he walks him into the hospital, going towards things that I
If I may,
love. Yeah.
if I may, that is pulled directly from the Civil War comic.
And
Like
that's
him.
exactly where I'm going. Yeah. Is the
Sorry, I
no
cut you.
Jamie.
you're good. It's the things that I love. That wasn't the only scene. So I'd love to hear more. I didn't read all the comics and I can't tell you where each pull was from. But when he gets whacked by Scorpion, and his tail's coming like towards the camera. That's directly from the comic.
Did you see
The
when he was swinging
the
in the
swinging.
beginning? That was the very like first pose that he does in the beginning. That's him
Mhm.
from the comic book too.
Yeah, all of that like that like slow motion shot at the beginning where it like gives us like the catch up of what he's been doing over the past 4 years. Those are all like frames from the comic, and they were all like shot at I think it was like 200 frames per second. Meanwhile, they shoot at like 30 frames per second. So like they're all super slow mo, and they all had to act every single like. I don't know how much time it took, but they did a great job. Good pull, but yeah, no, incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that I loved because I didn't know that during, well, like while watching, and I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Is this just fan service?" Because I'm not a big fan of fan service, but when it's done to this quality, now I can take some fresh air and
That's
enjoy the fan
that's the thing
Now,
about
service.
fan service. It only works if you're a fan.
yeah, I was just gonna say that's exactly why you said it was like a 7.5. Because the reason why it's a 10 for me, because I am a fan. I am a fan. Like it's there. I know what's going on. I play the games. I watch TV shows. We watch the movies. Honestly, it was funny because I was thinking about it. I went to go see this movie. I saw both times by myself, and I was like, I'm perfectly fine. But I was thinking about, I was like, damn, who was the last person I saw a Marvel movie with? That guy. Well, hold on. That guy right up there. We
Me?
went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, bro, like that's the thing is that when you're, especially when you're with somebody who knows also, and like you're both nerdy about it, like I don't know, I think it just brings so much like joy into the movie. So like even me by myself, just the fact that I was around with people, I was super happy.
That's the thing. It makes it an event, and like clearly, like with this movie, like grossing $1 billion in less than a week, like it's people were itching for this. People wanted this sense of like community. They wanted like the atmosphere. They wanted something to buy into. They wanted some payoff over the last few years. They wanted like all of it, and that's what this movie gave them. Like, and
10
it's
out of
fucking
10.
awesome. But yeah, he's got a Spider-Man tattoo. I've got the Punisher, and I've got the Hulk. So this movie meant twice as much for me.
I mean, technically, I have another spider here, so it's mutual planes, brother.
Speaking of
Let's see.
spiders being around, is there any chance in the world? Because Peter opens the door, he has the cobweb with the black spider that you can't tell if it has the little, red shit on it. But then he goes through the arachnid DNA getting super high and wakes up in a cocoon. Is there any chance he got bit by that spider outside his house?
To what end? Obviously, there's a chance he got bit by a spider, but where are you going with this? What do you think?
Why would they put that spider in there? You know what I mean? There was
Foreshadowing and a metamorphosis, which is what was
did you catch the 3 additional spider persons in the movie?
no.
Okay, so one of the people that Jean Grey took over, everyone's saying possibly Miles, the black kid that got pulled and was talking to.
He was a touch old.
Yeah.
No, they were like around the same age. They look around the same
That
age.
dude was like 25, 30.
Yeah, he was early 20s at the youngest, and that's not going to be Miles.
Okay, no problem. The scene when Peter goes to see Hulk and talking to him.
Yeah, the
You know
Asian
who
girl.
the Asian girl? That's Cindy, also known as what's her name? Silk. That's a spider person who technically gets bitten by the same spider that Spider-Man did. So she either has the powers or not. We'll see. And then the last person they're saying is the blonde girl that Peter met on the elevator when he was leaving. They're saying that's Gwen Stacy.
Wait, but refresh my mind on the blonde girl when he was leaving. When he was leaving,
The one
where?
that lived in his building when he was getting on the elevator. She's like, "Oh, you live
Oh,
here too."
is that my shirt?
That was the second time they saw each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're saying
Yeah.
that's Gwen Stacy. And I think even in the post credit, it's just said Gwen. I don't think they even said Stacy. It just said Gwen. But yeah, so like that's one thing about these movies that like I'm saying the fan service is there because they're giving a lot.
Wait a minute. In the post credit scene, it said she played Gwen.
It just said Gwen. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay,
Let's fact check this. Let's fact check.
Do it.
and I will say, if that girl is Gwen Stacy, then it does make sense that the black guy they showed earlier is Miles Morales because she was also like mid-20s, early 30s.
Yeah, but Gwen is around Peter's age. Like Miles was a child in the comics when Peter was older.
But in Into the Spider-Verse,
and you haven't played Spider-Man 2, brother. They're the same age.
in Into the
Peter's like a little bit
Spider-Verse, no, yeah, Peter's definitely older in the video game.
Yeah, but like a little bit. I mean, you never know. Tom Holland is a lot older than he looks.
No, but in canon, he's like 25 because they just finished college.
Yeah. But that's like, do you guys remember that old Spider-Man show? Was it Ultimate Spider-Man? Where it was like a little more adultish and they played it on MTV. Do you remember that, Rambo?
What was that? Sorry, I'm trying to look this up.
The Spider-Man TV show that was on MTV. That it was like a little more adultish, but it was Spider-Man and it was like him in college with Mary Jane.
Ultimate Spider-Man?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's called Ultimate, right? Ultimate Spider-Man?
There is Ultimate Spider-Man, which was like voiced by Drake Bell. He was in high school though. And it was on Disney XD. I don't remember it on MTV.
No, this is one that they didn't even put it on Disney Plus because of how adult it was. It's like an anime style, I think.
It was Spider-Man, the new animated series.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. But that was very like adult when watching, so that's where I was like, eh.
So the girl the neighbor, she's credited as neighbor girl or apartment girl on IMDb. She doesn't have a name. She's played by Taryn Marie Butler.
Jamie, can you put up how she looks?
Okay, but real quick, speaking of people who are in the movie and the credits are questionable, MJ's boyfriend. So MJ's boyfriend, this might be like reading way too much into the weeds, but People are
Paul.
saying he had sharp teeth just from that one smile he gave before he kissed her. And the beer they were drinking was Green Jackal. Is this guy the Green Jackal?
I'm gonna give it a hard no.
Uh,
I mean, I know he was technically played at like I think his name was Paul, if I'm not correct, but I'm pretty sure his name was Paul, and I don't know. I mean, maybe he could probably like. So this is the thing that like I think it was great about the movie is that they definitely could play on with a whole bunch of things. It like even I don't know if you guys caught on when Peter was trying to move the bus. They there's a glimpse that you could see a girl with gray hair with black hair and it looked like Rogue. So like that's one thing like I think they do really good in especially in all these um Marvel movies that they're always putting in characters that we just don't know. Like randomly.
So actually, something that I wanted to look up was Ned. When Ned shows MJ who he thinks Peter Parker is, or who he thinks Spider Man is,
Mhm.
he pulls up the list and it's like a doctor something I don't remember, and somebody else, and she goes, "What? You think that's Spider Man?" And he goes, "If you knew who this was, it'd blow your mind." So I
Yeah, it was
want to go.
Flash.
Was it Flash?
Yeah, it was Flash and his old teacher.
Oh, Rambo, we
Rambo,
got no
you're
audio.
muted. Yeah, you're no audio. But yeah, that was Flash from the last previous like the previous three movies, and Professor that always goes with them.
How the hell
Um,
did I miss that? Because I was like, oh shit, I got to go look that up. Because I guess I was more focused on the professor. Who's the professor?
I think he was like one of their like just a normal professor. He was in the last movie when they went to no, he was in the second movie when they go to Paris or wherever they went to.
Okay,
Uh,
but what's his role in the MCU? Like, what does he end up being somebody?
no, he's just. I think it was just more of like a gag, because of the fact that he was the what's it called? I think it was just like a gag because like when Ned's trying to figure out who Spider Man is, it was more of like like how Mary Jane was saying it that Peter was at Paris when they went. They were there during school. They were there like in like field trips or whatever. Basically everywhere that they went, Peter was always there, but since they forgot who it was, that was the joke is that they think it's either Flash or the Professor. When in
Got it.
reality, it was like it's not.
no.
Yeah,
They were trying to figure out who else was there. Got it. Got it. That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
When he said that line, I was like, that is not a throwaway line. I have to figure out who these people are. So Flash is hilarious.
I think their comedy moments, even like like Flash held all the funny moments in the previous films, and I think it was great that they used just a picture of him this time. And we were like, I was cracking up because I was like, oh my god, like the fact that they brought this up. But I think honestly, I think one Spider Man is going through a historic run. I think the movie was great, and I think as people like rewatch it and continue going forward, I think they're gonna really like the movie more. Um, and it just makes me excited. It gets me to thinking of like what's next, especially with like Marvel stuff. So I'm excited. Also, for the people who don't know, if you're buying Marvel Tokon, which is going to be released tomorrow, which is going to be August 6th, you get the exclusive outfit of the movie. I think you have to redeem your ticket and you can actually get that costume. It's a limited special costume, so do it as quickly as you can. Marvel Rivals will also be having their costumes in it. Also, I for any wrestling fans, the Hood comes out tomorrow, who's voiced as Damian Priest from SmackDown. That's a pretty cool thing. That so they're all intertwining. Things are going around. Um, yeah, Marvel Talk tomorrow. I'll be there all weekend.
Very
Oh yeah.
nice.
Hell you. Oh, I'm actually seeing right now that they're in talks with since we've been talking about Sinners, Jack O'Connell. They're thinking that he may be casted as Wolverine.
He would actually be a pretty good Wolverine. Like,
Cyclops.
How old is he?
Jamie, how old is Jack O'Connell?
Jamie, will you pull that up? Okay, 36 years old, but looks younger.
Oh yeah, I can see
And
that being a Wolverine.
the reason I was asking is because I would expect, like I was mentioning earlier about the comics, I would expect older Wolverine, even older Professor X, and youngish like X-Men.
Yeah, from what I heard, because what's his name? Hugh Jackman said that he's gonna stop playing Wolverine after Secret Wars. But even though Deadpool said in the Deadpool versus Wolverine that this has got him for another 20 years, we'll see. But I think it would be cool that if they do keep him in, or even if like Hugh Jackman just does like the passing the torch, they could do an old man Logan and then introducing him Jack O'Connell as like the new Wolverine, almost like yesterday's. I mean, well, actually Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar handing it to Omba Fenny, the title, the reign. But we'll get into that later. Wrestling.
I don't need two of the same people on screen anymore. Like, I get that we got it in Spider-Man No Way Home and it was cool. Like, but I don't want these passing of the torches moments. Like just give me, especially like if Marvel is the one making them, have your own. Like, I don't need to see Hugh Jackman be like, "Oh, you're the Wolverine from the." Nah, bro. Like you got your send off. Like, you're gonna be in Endgame or in Secret Wars on Battle World, where Doctor Doom is putting together like all these pieces from different places and like like shit like that. But I don't need, if Jack O'Connell is playing the MCU's Wolverine, I don't want to see them share a screen together.
Yeah, I agree, and that would be the passing of the torch is like the lazy way of getting there, of making it make sense. Like you could make it make sense by just like the thing is like the easy way, or not the easy way, the probably correct way is an origin movie or a movie where you get right into it and you already know the origin from having seen it in another universe. That's like the second easiest way. The first easiest way is just handing off the torch. But the other way is kind of what happened in the Spider-Man movie, where it's like, hey, here's this movie you're expecting to see, and here's our intro to Jean Grey.
I mean,
And that takes away a bit from like the core movie.
I don't necessarily agree because like yeah, I don't like the passing on the torch, but I feel that the way that Marvel will technically do the passing on the torch is not going to be the conventional way. I think what they're going to do it's like it's not a secret. We're going to see variants in Doomsday and especially in Secret Wars. I think a great send off would be letting Jack O'Connell's Wolverine kill Hugh Jackman Wolverine, or like do something like that because they're gonna have variants fighting each other. Like that's what I'm saying.
Wolverine can't die.
If you cut his head off, yes.
I think
Wolverine
that's
can't
the
cut Wolverine's
worst
head
way
off.
of doing this.
No, but I think that's what I'm saying is that like Marvel's gonna find a way to do the unconventional way of giving these people their send offs, and I think that's what they're trying to like pass on with this whole Doomsday stuff is that like one thing they confirmed a lot of superheroes are gonna die in this movie, and I think Secret Wars has the potential to be way more deaths than Doomsday.
So let me ask you something on that point. Is there enough time to make us care about those deaths?
I think so.
I think the time has already passed. Is the thing. Like, if it's Hugh Jackman, so this is the way I'm. So what I was about to say is, if The only way to make that work is if like the new Wolverine kills the old Wolverine, is if it's like some Hunger Games type shit. Like he has to kill him to like save his own reality, and like it means something because we've seen Hugh Jackman in his reality. So it's not like we need to give him another 2.5 hours in a movie to like show us. Like, no, we've already lived it. So
Yeah, no, so that's what I'm saying. I think the smartest thing would be, which has been like a theory that's been going around, is that I think you address it right away. Make Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, fight whoever like is going to replace him, or give him his death fighting scene in the beginning of the movie. Set the tone of that. If Wolverine can die, and we had this whole movie where like he never goes to the void, make it like a bigger thing, but only make it a fight, and show like how maybe Doctor Doom is the one who beats him or something like that. I think that's where you can give the send off better, or like how we said, it's two worlds colliding, and whoever wins ends up getting to win. Yes, we want to see Hugh Jackman win, but a lot of us are like, okay, well, we've had him for all these movies. It is now time for somebody new. Like at the end of the day, like Hugh Jackman can't continue playing Wolverine at all. So like in reality, I think it would be a cool way. Like yeah, how you're saying like a Hunger Games thing. That's what what Battle World is in Secret Wars. So if that's what they do, then that's what I would say would be the best way for him to go. Or fighting another variant of heroes that are at some point going to replace the old that's been there. I think that's the main thing I think about is that we need to be prepared for brand new characters and everything. New Cap, new Iron Man, even new Spider-Man at some point. Like I feel like everyone's going to be replaced at some point.
that'd be pretty brilliant if they do go like the Hunger Games route on Battle World, and it's just like everyone who like survives after that is like the new one. So it's like it goes back into like the Blade thing. If Wesley Snipes like kills whoever he's against, and he gets to stay Blade.
And then Marshall Ali comes out as Blade, and I get my $10.
No, because that's how I see them doing it. Like it's like, all right, it's gonna be a tournament, and whoever gets like defeated, like their reality like ceases to exist, and then like if
No, go ahead. Go ahead. If
no, and then like if Wesley Snipes' Blade just goes against like I don't know Channing Tatum's Gambit, and he beats him. And then, like, obviously, Channing Tatum doesn't actually have like a reality he came from, like
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
I
But
like that the converging of the timelines. Like, hey, like we do have the one like master timeline, but at the end of this, there's only going to be one. This variance, this multiverse, this all of this, no
hmm
more. One timeline. And then what that does is it raises the stakes for this phase, and anything that comes after this is also by default raised stakes because we can't do this like replacing and
hmm
whatever
which
nonsense.
is funny because like now that you think about it, like with everything that happened with Jonathan Majors getting canceled as Kang, like in the multiverse stuff, like literally, like if this is what they did, like the Doomsday and Secret War stuff to like just reset the universe, this is brilliant. This is like incredible like foresight, like and then like yeah, people weren't a fan of like the multiverse, so like this is how we're gonna redo it. And moving forward, it's like we're gonna have this person from this universe, this person from that, but this is gonna be like it moving forward.
so that's what I've heard a lot about Secret Wars, and I think that's why I think it's going to be cool. Like if we do see those send offs, I was saying, I think that will be like pure cinema. Rambo,
I never have the cigarette on me. Damn, I'm
I
looking at it
know.
right now.
You
Fucking
could
hot dog.
fix this with a tobacco and nicotine addiction.
It's a Lego cigarette.
It's a Lego
Uh,
cigarette. He's like,
it
I'm not trying to
doesn't.
get addicted.
It doesn't have to be.
But
No,
yeah,
A
don't.
word now to a word from our sponsor, Natural Spirits. American Spirit. What's it called?
American spirit. I
Yeah.
like that because it's like the more natural, Native American
Yeah.
friendly. We're not with the white man at Marlboro.
Speaking of Native Americans, have you guys been watching the new season of King of the Hill?
no, I heard it was really good. I heard it's
It's
really good.
good.
I
It's
do
good as
gotta
fuck.
watch it.
It's
I
good
do
as
gotta
fuck.
watch it. I'm actually I was a little behind as of recently. So I haven't watched the last two episodes of X-Men 97, which I'll watch as soon as we get off. And then I haven't watched what else? What else were we talking about the other day?
Rick
Oh,
and
but
Morty.
I did watch the new Rick and Morty. It's been pretty good.
So honestly, I was concerned about what was going to happen. It looks like they're still crediting Justin Roiland. I don't know if they're crediting it because they have to, like, contractually, or if he's actually working on it. And I will say it's not what it used to be, but there are glimpses of brilliance, like at
I
least
was
in every episode, if not like throughout this last season.
I was gonna say that this was the one season that did kind of remind me of like the classic Rick and Morty's. Because I wasn't aware that like if they did start crediting him, but it kind of felt like it because there was times where I'm like some of these jokes I'm just like they do a lot of callbacks to like previous episodes like this season. So I was just like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, especially like if what happened, but I think I haven't been aware of whatever Justin
Allegations.
Rollins. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
Yeah,
about the
same.
allegations, but I do notice that his name has been popping up a little bit more. They kind of I don't know if you guys ever played High on Life, but he was basically the voice of Morty in a gun. So he played that character, and then in the second one, they technically killed him off right in the beginning. But I think recently they announced like a DLC, and they kind of like was saying like, oh, it could be the return. It's still pretty early, but we'll see what happens. But people
I
are
feel like we're
speculating he's
kind
gonna
of
come back.
I feel like we're kind of past cancel culture. I think we've realized it's unsustainable. Not to mention, like, people are allowed to make mistakes. Like I remember when a few years ago when Kanye was doing his crazy stuff. Like Manny was living with me, and he was just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I gotta find a new artist. And I was just like, nah, bro. Like you can separate the artist from the art. Like, and I don't know if I was just raised that way because my mom's favorite artist is Michael Jackson, as you guys know. So it's just like you can like the thing. First of all, us expecting like creators and artists to like be normal people is like far-fetched. Like these people clearly have something driving them which not a lot of people have, and most of that is trauma. So and hurt people. I'm not saying to like forgive them for their wrongdoings. Like obviously, let the punishment fit the crime, but also like canceling people for the rest of their lives is unsustainable. Like if we're all being canceled for like our biggest and or smallest like misdeeds, like we cannot function as a society. And
And
that's welcome to my TED talk.
like to piggyback that, honestly, look at Jonathan Mayers. At the end of the day, he got canceled for everything. And from what I do remember, like she came out even admitting that it was kind of fabricated of what really happened. And by that time, Disney already dropped him. They changed the whole path of the movies. Like
Mhm.
he's probably the main reason why we're getting Doom right now. But at the end
right.
of the day, it's like look at the sacrifice that we dealt with just because of like somebody getting upset and trying to get back at somebody. And I'm not saying, that's probably what 100% happened, but it's just the fact that like, people you're preying on somebody's downfall and you don't even realize how much more that affects everybody around. Like
Well,
we don't know Jonathan Mayers, but as a fan, I wanted to see what was going to happen to Kane.
yeah, well, and what I'd say is like it's less about the individuals who are being accused because basically that is what happened with Justin Roiland. The charges got dropped. There was no evidence or lacked sufficient evidence, is what the court says, and like even Royland after the fact, obviously. But what's he gonna say? But he basically says like the allegations were false all along. And who I feel the most for in these situations are real victims of real stuff,
Oh
because
yeah.
that's who gets like the bad end of this. Is like, okay, somebody fabricates allegations against such and such celebrity. That celebrity, loses some roles, loses some bread, whatever. It comes out that there's not evidence or that it didn't happen or whatever. And, that's for the best if it didn't happen. The problem is when somebody does do something wrong and then the next person who says, hey, this person did this and they don't get credit, that's the real problem. Because now it's like, oh, but we just saw 3 cases where it was false allegations, so we're going to believe you less. That's the problem.
And that's been the issue for I want to say decades. Probably
Probably.
has been decades. It's
Probably.
just been when you damn, this is like a very touchy subject that I don't even know if we should be treading. But yeah, I feel like the catalyst was the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing. Like because it was at the peak of like the Me Too movement and everything, and then like it was clear that like all right, like
That shit was messy.
yeah, like, and that's the thing. Like, he might have been doing all the things you said, but like, god damn, were you doing some shit too? So it's just,
It's funny because after that court, like whatever, like besides whatever we're touching on, just the reading when Jason Momoa was like, yeah, she took a shit in the pool. I have not been able to look at her and be like, you are attractive. Nope, it's all gone. No
Not
matter.
in the pool. She shit in the bed.
No, she shit in the bed and in the pool. They were doing 2 scenes, and one scene that they're underwater, and one they were in the bed, and she literally took a shit, and Jason Momoa was in the pool with her, and he was just like, "This bitch," and then he made a model of it to like show the court of how big it was, and it's literally
Jason Momoa.
yeah, because he was helping Johnny Depp, I think it was. Yeah, it's actually like honestly, you watch just the clips of that court trial, and it was insane. It was almost like a comedy movie.
I watched the documentary, like, and which like, when me and my ex were together, like, she was big on celebrity drama and shit. So like, I watched this with her, and I was just like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah,
and obviously like I'm from Miramar, like so Johnny Depp holds kind of like a special place in our hearts, like since he went to Miramar High and
my mom went to class with him.
alleged.
Allegedly, she probably didn't attend. She probably didn't attend the class, but she says she did. I wonder if she heard me. She is here. But yeah,
Look, all that to say is keep the allegations real. If you're a victim,
for
and
sure.
if you're a man, don't do messed up stuff.
If
Yeah,
you're a
and
person, this is the thing. This is the issue. Like once we make it gender specific, which is how we got like to this point in the first place, when it was like this is why I was like, oh, this is a touchy subject. When it was believe all women, it literally grants like a get out of jail free card, and it's just like that type of shit. People were alleging that like X, Y, and Z were doing X, Y, and Z, and then like when it was proven that it wasn't happening, there was no repercussions for the false accusations, but like this person's reputation was hindered no matter what. So this is what I'm saying. Like no matter what, like don't be a fucking bitch. Like like no matter the gender, if some shit happens to you, speak up. But also if it doesn't, like don't
like
make
be
it up.
honest.
Like
Just be honest. Yeah, like
literally, be a real
that.
one.
And that's definitely one thing we do need to like move forward in is that if you are accusing, that there are repercussions for you falsely accusing somebody, especially destroying careers of them, you know. So I do
Proven false accusations should be punished. That would probably level the playing field a little bit.
Right the ship. Agreed.
Right the ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
But speaking of people like, have y'all seen the accusations on fucking?
Oh no, this is not. I thought you were pivoting away.
Now we're going reading into it. Okay.
No, what's it? Jared Leto.
No,
No,
what did he do?
Oh my god, there's been a
Oh
bunch
my
of shit.
God.
Like it's been for decades, and apparently like Hollywood's been protecting him for a long time, and lately like every movie he's been in has flopped, and the BBC just dropped the BBC just dropped a documentary. I can't say the BBC like the news network without thinking of that episode of Letterkenny where Dan is at the table. He's like the BBC.
Shout out to Letterkenny.
Yeah, shout out to Letterkenny, one of the best shows ever created.
On Hulu streaming.
Yeah.
Inappropriate
So
communications. Women allege Leto. Jamie, pull that up. Uh, Oh my God. Women allege Leto targeted them when they were minors, engaging in explicit phone conversations, making unwanted advances, sending inappropriate texts, sexual misconduct. Incidents include claims of statutory rape, sexual assault in a motel bathroom, and situations where Leto exposed himself or forced physical contact. Witness corroboration. The BBC documentary noted it corroborated a number of the women's accounts using texts, photos, and interviews with family members.
Damn.
he had
That
like
is not good.
so these are alleged, but also like there are things that we know. He kind of had like a sex cult, just like how R. Kelly did. Like there's people in the industry that were saying like he's a pedophile. For James Gunn was one of them. James Gunn was
Oh yeah.
he on Twitter. Like you can look it up, Jamie. There's literally tweets where James Gunn was like, "Oh, he waits." It was Cole Sprouse, one of the dudes from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. He's married to a model,
Oh yeah, I see
like
that.
and like what's his face was sliding in her DMs, and like buddy like retweeted him, and he's like, yo, like you waited till like she turned 18 to like make to start DMing her. And James Gunn responded to the tweet. He's like, wait, he waits till they turn 18 on social media.
God damn.
It's one of the like, bro. Nah, he like it's like a known industry thing that he was like doing all this shit. But yeah,
I
man,
mean,
he is.
All
he
right.
was on the
So
list.
can we
Oh yeah.
can we
Cancel?
so hold on, Jamie, pull up those the tweets. Yeah, not great. They resurfaced in 2018 when he replied, where Gunn replied to a post by Dylan Sprouse. Uh, he starts at 18 on the internet. Yeah, that is not good. Yo, Jared Leto, now you've slid into the DMs of every female model aged 18 to 25. What would you say your success rate is? He starts at 18 on the internet. Not good. But okay, we were talking about like, and I think this is pretty good. We said people don't do bad things. Other people don't pretend to be victims when there are real victims. And then Hollywood stop fucking defending this shit.
That's like the weird thing about this situation. Like, I don't understand why him. You know, like I didn't see what was the like what was the light at the end of the tunnel with this guy. Like he's never been able to carry a vehicle. He's like like I
Is he too close to higher ups who are also on this stuff in Hollywood?
Yes. That's exactly what it is. The only time people like guys, I'm telling y'all, do some research, check out the list. That list has names that you're not expecting at all. People who will ruin your childhood are on that list. Nobody's safe. Honestly, from what I believe, like the entertainment world is a complete devil in a way. And like one thing, like I was gonna bring up earlier today about Pooh Shiesty coming out with new music. Who's excited for some new music from Pooh Shiesty? You shouldn't, because Gucci Mane, who now technically owns Pooh Shiesty, is releasing those music. And if you're wondering what does that mean, Pooh Shiesty tried to kill Gucci Mane. Um, and you know they have a lot of beef with each other. This is something about like that the industry does is that you buy out these artists when they have no chance of defending themselves, and they're basically just abused of whatever. I'm not trying to defend Push Icy. I'm not trying to defend Gucci, but just the fact that like it's slimy shit. Push Icy is in jail. He's not gonna get out, and whatever money that he could possibly get, I'm 100% sure he's not gonna get it from Gucci for this new album. It's all just ways of getting back at each other and all these things, and that's just like a little like taste of just industry having beef with each other. Imagine the small town people who are like you don't have a name for yourself, and you get involved in with like celebrities. Some of these people go missing. I'm just saying, it's a dark world out there. You don't want to get involved, and if you are involved, like how we're saying is that like if you're really gonna stand out, make sure it's like you got the proof. Make sure you're being honest about what's going on, because it's a dark world. You don't want to get involved, and I think that's one of the main things about this is that Jared, whatever, this man did a whole bunch of shit, and now people are coming out. I just hope it's all true, because at one point, people used to tune into his show and watch him all the time. And if it's all true, then I'm sure he's done more horrific things that probably people who've been abused or in kind of ways can't answer. Be that reason to push forward and
Wait,
to bring the light.
wait. It's not Jay Leno. It's Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Is that what I said?
Yeah, he
Did I
doesn't
say?
have a show to tune into. You're pointing a finger at the wrong guy
My bad.
after this
No,
whole conversation.
my bad. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But
Yeah, as soon
anyway,
as you said show, I was like, what show? He's always been an actor and a musician.
no,
The
yeah,
thing is, my mind went straight to Jay Leno, and I was like, no, probably innocent, maybe guilty,
Not
probably
the
innocent.
Crimson Chin.
not the Crimson Chin. No, yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's also
Fuck.
it's storming here in Florida, and it just started going crazy here. So I did lose it for a second. So maybe that was my fault.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
only-
Let's switch to some lighter news. This is gonna stick with entertainers, but hopefully all of the innocent ones. All right. So I'm gonna drop some hints at a movie, and it's up to you and Rambo to figure out what the movie is. All right. So it's you two against the world right now. The world
How many,
knows. I
how many
already
hints?
edited. I'm gonna give a few hints, and they're gonna get progressively more obvious.
Okay.
So first up, this movie features, and no searching on the internet, please. This movie features Timothy Chalamet.
Dune. Just kidding.
No, that's fine. Dune's a good guess. Next hint. This movie features Macaulay Culkin.
I don't remember seeing this man in the movie.
Yeah, y'all are the spins. This movie features Vanessa Hudgens.
I don't remember last time I saw her.
This movie features Luis Guzman. You guys know who that is? That's the guy from Waiters,
I've met
or
him.
from Waiting. You met Luis Guzman?
Yeah.
Where?
When I was working at my last job with airplanes and stuff, they were filming a movie and they used one of our planes and they needed one of us on the set. And I was on the boat in Bal Harbor with him and I met him.
That's fire. He's
I do
I'm
remember
hilarious.
you.
surprised. I'm
I do
surprised.
remember you talking about that. I
I've
do
never
remember
told you
you.
guys about this.
No, I remember you mentioning that because you were. I think it was one time. I think I invited you out, and I think you were like, "Oh, I'm on a boat that I can't for something for work."
Mhm.
I think that definitely was it. Who knows? I smoke a lot, so who knows?
This
Is there any
movie
more hints?
features, yeah, sure. Movie features a few musicians, including 070 Shake. Or do you guys
Brokeback
say,
Mountain
Oh,
2.
Intergalactic.
ah, you fucker? Why did I start with 070 Shake? I should have said
No,
Tiana
as soon as
Taylor
you kept
first.
going down the list, I was like, all right, so it's got to be animated. And then, as soon as you said
Mm.
0706,
See,
Intergalactic.
animated, that thing went through my head, and I was like, "Oh,"
I'm
but
telling you,
I
there's,
figured Rambo
you're
would because
not,
that's his movie.
yeah, I love that movie. Like one of my guilty, go-to pleasures. But yeah, I'm going to find every movie you have on this list, I'll figure it out.
I'll run through them. So this is the only movie for this week, but I'll come up with more niche, more secret movies. And I don't think this is fair to call a guilty pleasure because this is a good ass movie. So the cast outside of Kid Cudi, Jaden Smith, Timothy Chalamet, Ty Dolla Sign, Macaulay Culkin, Vanessa Hudgens. 070 Shake, Luis Guzman, Tiana Taylor, Keith David.
So
That's the cast. And then in terms of production team, when we were watching this last, I was like, man, to think that this came before Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. It did not, first of all.
Yeah, it didn't.
But Rob Rupel, who directed the art and like produced the style for Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, also directed the art direction and design. Excuse me, the art direction and design for Intergalactic, which is why it has that. While it feels close to Into the Spider Verse, it still has a very like unique painterly feel, and that's
Mhm.
Rob Rupel.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
instead of feeling like a comic book turned to life, like in the Spider-Man movies, this feels like a painting. Like, and everything is like dreamy and surreal. Yeah,
And the scoring of the Intergalactic album.
yeah.
Yeah, really good. I remember when Rambo showed it to me, I was like, I think it was like already out for like a year, and he was like, "Bro, you're sleeping on this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be the judge of that." And then as soon as we finished, I was like, "Oh no, yeah, I was sleep on this."
Yeah, it's so good. That movie's
Yeah,
so good.
it really is. It
Maybe
really
I'll watch it.
is.
Maybe I'll watch it after this.
It
What's
is so good.
what's what's one more time? Yeah, I wish you had another one. I was looking forward to like a sequence of these.
Oh, I mean, Noel wasn't like super down for the game, but I think I could do this. Hold on. Now, are we down for this? Because this is the one that's
I'm
gonna throw it
probably
for a loop.
One more.
I'm probably could do one more, but after that, we're getting a little close to my chance of continuing. The storm is getting crazy. I don't know if you heard the last three storms,
Oh
like
no,
thunder.
no, I
I
haven't heard
keep going.
anything.
My what's it called? My indicators, like your connection.
Yeah.
My thing keeps going to red, so I'm
Oh
just
damn.
like,
Oh man.
Florida guys. That weather change. Not used to it anymore.
Sad the day.
A Saturday.
Bro, I was actually thinking about earlier. I was like, I can't wait for like when the weather cools down a little, so I can have like the back door open and like you guys can see the city behind me, like the lights and the skyscrapers and shit of Charlotte. Like, bro, it's gonna be
Rambo.
wild.
I was thinking about it the other day when I wanted to go to the pool, and like me and Rambo would hit the pool when it got hot in Charlotte. We would go like every day. I wanted to go to the pool this week, couldn't because as soon as 4 o'clock hit,
Mm,
rain for like 4 hours. I think since I've moved here, which has been now maybe what 3-4 months, maybe more.
yeah, it's been like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I have experienced rain every day, hot weather every day.
So,
It's
as far as the hot weather goes, I always thought like, oh, it was hot when we were growing up, and it kind of was. But somebody dropped a chart of hot summers, and apparently we got like a very hot summer, like we're getting now every few years, and now we're getting it every year. It didn't. It always felt hot. We were outside, we were doing stuff,
Yeah,
but now it's like actually hot all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Makes
and it's
That's
me.
crazy
that's
because
an inconvenient truth.
my biggest complaint being in Charlotte was that it was always so cold. So for me, I'm just like, oh my god, like this is just way too hot all the time.
Charlotte is such a vibe. Like it, like you don't like cold like at all. So as soon as it gets to like 60s, you're like, oh my god. No, like bro, I thrive in like 40s. Like in 40 degrees, if the sun's out, I'm in a t-shirt outside. Like I love me a 40-degree day that's sunny. But like for like up here it's like 6 months straight of that, like so like I'm in heaven, but then like the other 6 months it starts heating up, and then like during the summer it's not as hot as Florida, but like it gets up to like low 90s up here.
Brother, I'm talking about I went outside to throw out trash and I came back in with like full head of sweat.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
hot it is. Like,
I
and
mean, like
then
I run hot. I run hot. So like, bro, like like how far the door is to my car. Like, but I also have a Tesla, so it's like a fishbowl. Like, as soon as I get to my car, I'm like, oh shit, beads of sweat on my forehead, bro.
This is the time where I'm like regretting having leather seats because as soon as I get in, oh my god, and I'm always in shorts, so my ass be burning. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm always free balling. So that shit is hot.
Here in South Florida, that bead of sweat that you feel when you get in your car is when you touch the doorknob. You don't even have to turn it or open it.
Yeah.
You just touch it and you just feel the heat and humidity from
You
the
start
outside. It's
sweating
like,
once you think about leaving the house.
yeah, literally.
Literally.
You get out the shower too quick and you're like, fuck, I'm sweaty. Like that.
I
But
don't think it was ever this hot.
this next movie number 2, we have a director who has won a lot of awards. I won't give his name yet. He has done TV as well as movies. This director
James Gunn.
has done Sherlock scan episodes, not like the full series, but episodes
Wait,
of
are we guessing the
Inside.
movie? Are we
This is
guessing the
for a
movie?
movie. Yeah, I'm just trying to make
Oh,
it a
okay.
little more difficult.
Okay.
So he did 2 episodes of Luke Cage. He did an episode of
Rambo
Smash.
knows the answer. Rambo
2
knows the answer. I'll
episodes
tell you
of
right now.
Sherlock. He did the film Gangster Number One, and he did the film Victor Frankenstein.
Guillermo Matoro, whatever his name is.
No,
Guillermo del Toro, not quite.
Yeah, that guy. Okay.
no.
So this is Paul McGugan.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
nobody was
So
getting that.
I dig it. I dig it.
it was
So
McGugan.
McGugan. So in the cast of this movie, we have the great Ben Kingsley.
Okay. So that's not the end of it. Now you're gonna start giving more. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It
Thank you.
wasn't just the director. That would be
Oh,
crazy.
I
I
thought
was gonna
Rambo
say
had the
yeah.
answer already. I was
I was
like,
like,
oh shit.
always end on a high note.
Dude, I thought he was gonna say it after I said Ben Kingsley. I'm like, he's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's what
right.
I
So Ben
thought.
Kingsley's. Yeah, I'll get it soon.
Yeah, let me jump around here. It's a star-studded cast. We have Robert Forster.
I don't
We
know what that
have
is.
we have Corey Stoll. We have
Okay.
Stanley Tucci.
Tucci.
If you want a picture, I'll pull up a picture of someone.
I know what all these people look like,
Oh,
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't
except for
know.
the Robert Forrester. Like,
And Robert Tucci.
Robert Forster's almost always. Oh my God! Why did it pull it up with that? You sickos. It's not on
Like I
there.
can't
Okay,
show y'all
here I'm
that.
pulling it up. Robert Forster. You've seen him in a ton of stuff.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Okay, so uh, let's go to some bigger names. We have Morgan Freeman. This is where we start getting towards the giveaway stages.
If you're only gonna name actors, we like,
Okay, I can give you some hints about the plot as well. Fair enough.
yeah.
The story revolves around gambling, or the origin is in gambling and people paying the debts for gambling.
Click. I'm kidding.
Uh, Pay it forward.
Oh, not pay it forward. That's pretty good. This revolves around horse racing.
See this?
It's not Seabiscuit. It is way darker than Seabiscuit.
Damn.
Way darker.
About horse racing.
I don't really watch a lot of movies with horse racing in it, so I have no idea.
Horse racing is what starts the drama, the gambling that comes around horse racing, but the rest of the movie is just about vengeance.
Batman Begins.
Close.
Oh.
This movie features Morgan Freeman.
Batman Forever.
You're getting less warm.
Batman
Yeah,
The Dark
no.
Knight.
I do not know what this movie could be.
This movie features Lucy Liu as a co-lead.
Don't know. This is not my forte anyway, so it's okay.
The
I think he
other
picked it.
the other two leads are Bruce Willis.
Pulp Fiction.
It's not directed by Bruce
I know.
McDougal or whatever.
I know.
You're thinking Bruce Willis and Samuel Jackson, not Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman.
Oh my god. Is it Lucky Number 11?
Yo, you got it. You got it.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
I
Dude,
haven't either, but I know like where I know it means something to like Manny and his
and
brother.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Dude, watch this movie. Watch Lucky Number 11. It's
Wait,
one of
is
the
that
best movies ever. Ever.
wait, is that the movie with Common and Alicia Keys in it?
No, you're thinking of
Lucky no. The Seven Aces?
fuck. What's that movie? They're stealing stuff. That's a heist movie.
Barrels and smoking barrels and something ace. What's it?
Jamie? What's
Yeah,
the movie
for
with
real.
Common? Alicia Keys. I think who else was in there? I don't even remember. I think it was Smoking Aces actually.
Smoking Aces, that's right. Jamie, would you pull that
Ah.
up? Smoking Aces.
Yeah. Different movie.
But
Same but different.
Lucky Number 11 revolves around, first of all, the cast is insane. Josh Hartnett, Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, Lucy Liu, Stanley Tucci, Kevin Chamberlain. It just goes on and on. Like super sick
God
cast.
damn. Yeah.
And it has like just such a big twist at the end of it where you just never really see it coming. And the whole time you're playing a mix
Spoiler.
of like Sherlock Holmes and what the fuck is going on here? And it plays out real good.
Oh yeah. Well, is that for the game or are we continuing?
We're no longer live.
Oh, no, we're still live.
I'm not seeing it on the air.
No, I
Oh,
see on
really?
there.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Well,
Wait a minute. We should.
final just breaking news. Dave Bautista is reportedly in the talks to become the new Kratos in the Prime Video's live action God of War TV series.
Yeah.
After I think the original guy got injured, I think he was.
Yeah,
And
the dude who plays Mentor in the Odyssey, he had like a bicep tear.
oh yeah.
So they're already like so deep into it that they were just like gonna recast, and they were filming the first two seasons back to back, and they were just like we'll just start again.
That's
So
crazy.
tying back to like what you said about the WWE, like last week I read that they were like considering Braun Strowman to play him, like 6'8" Braun Strowman playing Kratos would have been crazy. But yeah, Batista's like a great pull. He's gonna have to bulk up again though, because he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. And I go ahead, Lita.
No, I did see him get kind of like slimmed down, so it'll be interesting to get if he gets back to the shape he was in for Guardians, then he's good. But I saw him get very slim after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's kind of crazy because, like I said earlier, Damon Priest is
Thank you.
the Hood in Marvel Rivals. A lot of the wrestlers are basically branching onto a whole bunch of different things, like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. They'll be in the new Street Fighter movie, which looks phenomenal.
Can't
which
wait.
kind of reminds me. I don't think we really have enough time to like go further in depth with it, but SummerSlam was just this week. And Cody Rhodes had a fight, and I think one of the best parts of that fight was the fact that he came out in Guile's theme song, and he actually had this like crazy Street Fighter hair helmet that he usually does. It was super sick. It was super sick. So I think the fact that these wrestlers are so versatile and they're not really throwing real punches. So I think Bautista being able to bulk really quickly, I think that's definitely possible. And I do like where all of them are starting to branch out. I know my future Bay has a movie coming out, Liv Morgan. So I'll find the movie. I know I don't know what movie it is, but I'll find it. But yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for that one movie. Did you hear
Wait,
about
wait.
it?
I know where you're going. So I'll get there. I'll get there. But did you see what I sent you guys? The song. Let's see.
Electric
I
Fire.
It's Du bist gut genug.
No, I didn't see what you sent, but I do know of the song, the German dude, and like what the song is about.
So you know the meaning.
Yeah.
Beautiful meaning. The meaning
Mm-hmm.
of Du bist gut genug is literally you are good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know this song's been like making its rounds on the internet for a minute, and I hadn't seen it uh, until after what Emmanuel had sent. So I'm listening to it, and I don't speak German, obviously, but I'm thinking like, where do I know this from? Where do I know this from? And Emmanuel had sent "I Love Gabagool," and that features another actor. Can
James
anybody name
Gandolfini.
the? No, the actor in "I Love Gabagool." Oh, fair
James
enough. James
Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini. But what's his most famous reprised role?